Do you have late payments on your credit report, and are they irritating because they just won't get removed? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you a special hack amongst others that allows you to get every late payment removed in less than 30 days. Guys, stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm Credit Coach Q, and I create the first cloud-based software that allows you to put your credit repair experience into your own hands. If you're new to the channel, I'm super excited because I have a banger. But in today's video, we're going to talk about removing all late payments on your credit report. But before we get into the channel, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. It allows us to reach a wider audience and allows YouTube to push this content to within their algorithm and allows us to leave these lights on. Guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. If you have anything derogatory in your credit report, I mean anything negative, charge-offs, late payments, bankruptcies, medical bills, guys, you name it, please go over to mycreditapproved.com. It's the website and the software that I was telling you about that allows you to put the full experience to your own hands. Guys, people are removing thousands of dollars worth of debt by themselves. They are no longer using credit repair companies. They are putting this information and this experience into their own hands and appreciating on a deeper level. Guys, please go to mycreditapproved.com, check out the software and start removing these items, guys, if you have anything derogatory on your credit report. Now, let's dive straight into the meat and potatoes of this video. Now, late payments is very important, guys. I'm going to show you a pie chart on the screen that shows you all of the 5 variables that equates your credit score. And as you can see, the 35% is payment history. Now, payment history is other variables outside of late payments, but for the most part, late payments does fall under the umbrella of payment history. Now, payment history equals 192 points of your credit score. So if you are not being on time with your payments, or if you have a bad payment history on your credit report, it can affect you in a very dramatic way. So yes, late payments is very important, and late payments need to be removed. Now, you have to understand, if you have over 6 late payments, the effectiveness that it places on your credit report can be equated to a bankruptcy. So you have to understand that late payments is not nothing to play with, and it's something that definitely needs to be removed ASAP. So let's dive straight into the meat and potatoes on how to remove it. So the first hack that I want to give you is for active account late payments. Now, there's 2 different types of late payments, by the way. It's active account late payments and it's inactive account late payments, right? Active account late payments is accounts that's still open and you just been late on it, but you caught back up and now you're making on-time payments, but the late payment's still in your credit report. Inactive account late payments it can be a collection, it can be a charge off, but it's going to be inactive and it's going to have accumulation of late payments on there as well. I'm going to give you hacks for both of them. The first one is for active late payments. Now, active late payments, you want to understand that it's a whole different energy that you need to apply to removing them, because passive aggressive, you have to be amicable when it comes to removing these items, because you don't want to piss them off or put yourself in a position to lose the relationship in its entirety just because you want to remove one late payment, but you have 10 years of history. You don't want to jeopardize that. So you want to be as mellow and as smooth as possible when it comes to how you approach the dispute process, right? So the first thing you want to do is actually get on the phone. Call the creditor up. Don't call Equifax Experian. Call the creditor and ask them to instantly speak to a supervisor. You never want to speak to a customer service rep. It just elongates the process and its limitations on what they can do for you during the negotiation. So you want to talk to a supervisor as fast as possible and tell them, I just need to talk to a supervisor. I've been doing this process, or I got the phone hung up on me and I want to speak to someone of higher authority. Whatever you tell them, but you want to get a supervisor on the telephone. Once you get the supervisor on the telephone, you want basically negotiate the late payment to be removed, but you also want to ask them, is it possible to get this late payment removed if I set up automatic payments? So automatic payments is one of the biggest beneficial negotiation tactics that you can use when negotiating debt, because you give them a lot of confidence going forward that the late payment won't happen again, and they want your business, especially if you're going to make the payments. So a lot of times it's in both interests to remove the late payment because they get something out the deal and you get something out the deal. So that's a very, very powerful statement. I know a lot of consumers do not like to tackle their debt head on, but I'm going to teach you not to be scared of debt, not to be afraid of it, and to tackle it head on and to get it removed and to get you the lifestyle that you honestly deserve. So yeah, you want to get the supervisor on the telephone and tell them that I want to set up automatic payments, and I'm not going to put my account in the status again because it's automatically going to be paid. Now, this is a very powerful hack if you don't have a lot of late payments. If you have a lot of late payments, then you're probably going to put yourself in a position to not have a lot of confidence doing a negotiation from the supervisor because of your poor track history. Now, the second one is going to be for inactive late payments. So for inactive late payments, you want to do two things. The first thing you can do is send a goodwill letter, and you can use our software. We have multiple of late payment strategies within our software, and you can formulate a dispute letter with our verbiage and with your verbiage as well, because you're going to add your own text, you're going to add your own flow, you're going to add your own voice to the letter as well. So yeah, you want to put yourself in a position, always have a track record. That's why the phone method, if it's powerful, I teach it. If it's not worth it, because a lot of these collection agencies play games. They tell you one thing and they don't do it. So you always want to leave track history. That's why the software is built for you to print out the letters and send them off. So yeah, you can send out a goodwill letter and basically tell them the story of your situation and give them the confidence that you're not going to be put in that situation. The goodwill letter is going to have great verbiage to help you out, but for the most part, you want to tell your story inside of it as well, right? And that is going to be a text box at the end of the section for you to be able to do that. Now, the second method is actually new. It's new because the CARES Act that is guidelined under is new. The CARES Act is a law that was put in place during COVID to help a lot of individuals, consumers, businesses, etc. But for the most part, Experian have the CARES Act guidelines on how it pertains to consumers on their website. And in that guideline, it basically says that if you negotiate any type of payment planning, type of settlement, any arrangement with this debt that you have, they have to update your account. That wasn't always the case. You used to have to negotiate it, but if you can call them or send them out a letter telling them that you want to negotiate a payment arrangement and you just want to satisfy it on your credit report, by law for the CARES Act, it has to be updated immediately. Now, the CARES Act this law is not going to be in effect forever. It's going to be in effect as long as a need for it exists. And so as long as we are in a status where we have health issues, the act is going to be in place. As soon as we recover from it, then the act will be taken away from. So that is something that you want to look at as well. Now, the third one is going to be probably the most powerful, the most used option. It's called factual disputing. Factual disputing is actually finding facts within your credit report that actually give you benefit and give you warrant to actually get the items removed. So let me give you an example. What you want to do when you get your credit report is look at all three bureaus. You want to look at Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And you want to see if all of the numbers, all of the information matches. If it doesn't match, then you find the inconsistencies, highlight the inconsistencies, and add that into your dispute letter, because everything in your credit report has to be 100% accurate, 100% verifiable, and 100% timely. So with that being said, we have the software, we have the verbiage, we have over 250 letters that you can definitely use. And like I said, add your story to it so you give you your own voice, and basically send a screenshot to the credit bureaus of the inaccuracies that you have found on the credit report. 70% of clients have these inaccuracies on their credit report, so you have to make sure that you are looking at every number, every name, every letter, every word. And that is factual disputing. And if you do any of these options, I'm almost guaranteed that you're going to get the late payments removed. It does take you a little work to do it, but for the most part, it's definitely worth it. Guys, if you found any of this information helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel and let us know exactly what issues that you're dealing with in the comments concerning late payments and what you are planning to do. If you're planning to use any of these hacks, if you have had and used hacks before that work, let us know in the comments how that worked out for you in your personal experience. Until next time, take care of your credit and take care of yourself. Credit Coach Q out.